Hello guys, welcome back to Toonstruk. We've just managed to collect this fluffy cat thing. I think we've got to do bits to it to make it. I don't think that's the finishing product, shall we say. I'm going to just check the bedroom out because we're missing a voucher or a leaflet for a costume at Costumerama.
I can't see up
there.
there.
I think it's in the bedroom. I wonder if... Oh, see if Flux can go up there.
Flux, I'm too big to climb that ladder, so could you kinda go up there and dig around in Hugh's bed?
You want me to short sheet him?
No, I want you to search for anything that might be useful.
Party pooper. Hey, here's a voucher
go.
for a free costume rental at Misfits Costume Shop.
Ah, so there's a voucher for the costume shop, so can we use that to get a costume perhaps for the Scarecrow? I think it's the only... because he wants a costume, doesn't he, the Scarecrow? And we want his cape. Let's try it. Let's see if we can... Free costume rental. Let's give it to her.
King Hugh asked us to redeem his costume voucher for him.
Oh, wait. No can do. King Hugh forgot to authorize this. You know, by stamping it with his royal crest.
Wow. Sorry about that, Ms. Fit. But since we're already here, and,
No way. I gotta have this stamped, guys. I mean, otherwise someone could just, like, snag the king's voucher and try to pass it off as their own or something.
Like we did.
Not that you guys would ever do anything like that.
No! I mean, that would just be flat out wrong.
yeah, absolutely unthinkable.
Cool. I knew you'd, like, understand.
Right. So we've got to somehow get a stamp. Haven't we got a stamp in the inventory? Let's have a look.
I can't stamp anything without ink.
Naturally. So we're going to have to find some ink somewhere. What have we got in our inventory? We've got a roll. Oh, it's fluffy, fluffy bun bun. We've gotten rid of Jim from the gymnasium. Critical under. Could we stick? Would that work? I don't ask me why. I just think it might work. Or maybe not.
Unfortunately, I don't think she's his type.
So we're gonna have to do something to him. Ooh. Ah, I wonder what's down here. We might be some sort of path. Done the... Ooh. Right, I wasn't expecting this.
Proper attire required.
Ooh,
Around here, that could mean just about anything.
what's that? A hunk of meat. I don't know, I'm just gonna give it a go. Oh. It's a plunger. Let's have a look.
Hi there, Mr. Robot.
Robot, do not belittle me, you diseased sack of offal. I am a synthetic mega ultra genius.
That's SMUG for short, right?
Ha! Very amusing. Make your cheap acronym-based cracks while you can, Pond Slime. One day, cybernetic beings, like myself, will take over the world. And when that day comes, life will not be a container of cherries for you and your kind. You will all be eradicated, exterminated, annihilated, obliterated, and terminated, of course, with extreme prejudice. Resistance will be futile.
A robot hell-bent on taking over the world. Now there's something new.
Yeah, this guy's a walking cliche. Except he's on wheels.
I think this is based on what they called Must exterminate. Oh, what are they called? Daleks. That's it. From Doctor Who. It looks a bit like a Dalek.
What's with all the piles of junk? Trash collector on strike?
Fool! These piles of junk are the most sophisticated robots in the world, and I designed every one of them myself.
No offense, but this is obviously the work of a very sick mind.
Sick mind? You insult me. This is no mere mind. I'm equipped with a 100% synthetic, error-free positronic brain. A brain infinitely superior to the gray lump of mucus that shivers and sweats in your monkey skull. But that's not all. In parallel, my brain is supported by a one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art, twin-turbo, self-cleaning, air-conditioned, micro-macro processor.
Whoa, that's one hell of a chip you got on your shoulder.
Correct. Go ahead, ask me a question. I can answer anything.
Do we have to? Do we have to?
You say you can answer anything, right?
Affirmative. Anything.
Then I have a question. What if someone were to ask you a question you couldn't answer?
Can't happen, period.
But suppose it did.
I told you, that can't happen.
So, you can't answer my question?
Fine, if it were to happen. Which it can't. I suppose well, first I'd experience excruciating pain as my circuits started to sizzle. Then I'd start to shake uncontrollably
Oh, what a shame.
as I lost
If that were
control
to
of even the
happen.
most basic functions. And finally, my head would hurtle into the air like a rocket, rendering me a useless heap of scrap metal with no more brain power than your average kitchen appliance. Did I mention that this cannot happen?
Good thing. That sizzling circuit stuff sounded like it would hurt.
Actually, the thought alone caused me considerable discomfort. Allow me to repay you in kind.
Hey!
Oh,
Ah, that made it all better.
charming.
So who buys your, creations, anyway?
The elite of the malevolands, of course. Count Nefarious himself is my best customer.
I bet he's a tough one to please.
There isn't a more cold-hearted, calculating, manipulative creature in the malevolands. We get along like a domicile on fire. It's almost a pity that he, too, will die when the machines take over.
Do tell.
One glorious day, I will command an army of death machines, whose primary objective will be to rid the world of all lesser beings. That is to say, everything that is not a machine. Thanks to our superior minds, powerful bodies, and heavy-duty death guns, you and your kind will find yourselves deader than the nails that are used indoors.
That's what you think, Boltneck. But bear in mind that other catchy saying, don't count your young domestic fowls before they've hatched.
So, what sort of robotic masterpiece have you whipped up for his royal unpleasantness? A nose hair trimmer?
A bubble bath dispenser?
A robotic foot massage?
Of course not. All of my creations have one thing in common. This.
An electrified finger?
He's very
That
charming,
must be
isn't
kind
he?
of limiting.
No, idiot. The ability to cause terrible pain. Or at least considerable inconvenience. For instance, I've just completed a device of the utmost importance. An impenetrable cell door for the Malevolands prison. Mark my words, no one will ever escape from the Count's jail again.
Interesting.
Okay, I have to ask. What is all this stuff? Like that heap of components on the counter. Is it dinner, perhaps?
It's a work in progress. The latest in my new line of home security robots. First, there was the Bust Duster. A feather duster programmed to viciously disembowel any unauthorized user.
I could sure use one of those, babies. Happens all the time over at my place. Some jerk breaks in and tidies up.
Then I created the Securadill Ultra Secure Pickle Jar. Enter the wrong combination, and the lid explodes, sending razor-sharp shrapnel searing through your flesh.
Another winner!
And now, the Toastum brand security toasting system. The ultimate answer to illicit bread browning. Should any unauthorized individual attempt to drop bread products into this toaster, boom, shakalaka, they're toast. Ha, 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 ha.
You know, you'd think a guy this brilliant could come up with a better joke than that.
You
Too
think
right,
the joke
that's-
was bad? Did you hear the laugh?
Okay, so he's not the brightest spark in the box.
You say you can answer any question, right? Well, I've got one for you.
You don't say.
If a tree falls in the woods If there's no one around to hear it, does it make any sound?
Boy, that's a toughie.
What a ridiculous question. Obviously, the same sound waves would be generated, regardless of whether or not some moronic sentient being was within earshot.
Was that a yes?
Okay, maybe
You ever do any work inside the big guy's fortress?
You know, laundry, windows.
No windows. But I have created several formidable security doors. One for Nefarious himself, and one for his psychic sidekick, Misfortune.
Security doors? I don't see the challenge for a synthetic mega-ultra genius like you. I mean, give me a couple of inches of steel, stick on a lock or two, bingo bongo boongo. I got me a security door.
Ha! My doors offer far more than a rudimentary lock and key mechanism. Entry to Misfortune's chamber is controlled by a sophisticated voice analysis system. A Nefarious's door will only open if his own hand, or Misfortune's paw, is inserted into an ID scanner. Their hands are their keys. Impossible to lose, and strictly not transferable. In summary, my security doors give you far more bingo, bango, bongo for your buck.
So, to open any doors, we need their hands to open them.
What do you know about Nefarious' henchmen?
What do I know? Everything. I was the one Nefarious called upon to remedy their various deficiencies.
Deficiencies?
The first could not talk. The second could not see. And the third,
Went wee all the way home.
the third was deaf.
Oh.
I was commissioned to create bionic senses to make up for whatever they lacked. Thanks to me, today they are an extraordinarily powerful team of henchmen. Of course, the bionic gadgets I created are superior in every way to their own feeble, flippy, floppy body parts. A waste of technology, but no matter. When the revolution comes, my steel warriors will salvage these devices and torch the rest. The revolution. I can picture it now. A barren wasteland littered with flesh-stripped skulls. Huh? A steel foot triumphantly crushing the...
All right, we get the idea. Or was your plan to bore us all to death?
Yeah, I think he has bored me
Brilliant
to
as
death,
you
'cause
are,
I
you
am
probably
tired.
anticipated what I'm about to say.
Indeed, I have. O magnificent man of metal, I worship you, and everything touched by your mighty steel fingers.
No, goodbye.
Oh my goodness. Oh!
Don't touch that.
What does this button do?
There's only one way to teach the primitive mind. Any questions?
No. Okay, so we can't take the plunger. So... I won't talk to the bouncer just... That's Nefarious's castle. Let's have a look in here. What's in here? Oh my days. What's... Oh, ink pad!
Oh, goody. It's a safe.
Oh, crumbs, I am absolutely shocking at these, so apologies, guys. Well, that one goes there. I'm not very good at these. Hey, is that it? Yay, done
A
it!
hole!
A hole
Oh, I
in
hate
what?
that one.
No, a portable hole.
I'm not very good at
This
this.
thing can take us anywhere. Hold on. There's some writing on it. Note, prototype only. Extremely limited range. Use in town centers only. May wish to purchase life insurance before commencing travel.
Okay. Right, so I will tell you about the portal in a second. We can't really do anything here. What we're going to do is we're going to get the ink stamp.
I ink, therefore I am. The music box is already inked.
Yes, I know.
A free rental
Yes,
voucher from the
Drew.
costume
Yes,
shop.
Drew. Right. We're going to stamp
I'm
this.
sure this is only mildly illegal.
Right, so we've stamped it. So there's the pothole. This hole here that I've got in my hand we'll be able to transport
Okay,
between
Flux.
all the different.
Here's
so
the
this
plan.
is technically a
I'm going to
city.
put down this
Zany
mysterious
do is-
prototypical thing we found in enemy territory and know nothing about,
Yeah.
and then we're going to jump into it.
Yeah.
Gee, couldn't we just play a nice quiet game of Russian roulette?
So now we're going to transport ourselves. So one of them's going to be Zany Do.
Yow!
We'll find out.
I
in a
don't know what I
second.
was expecting. But I
One
know it
of
wasn't
them-
this.
Really? Have you seen a mysterious dimension that doesn't feature eyeballs, mathematical formulae, and clocks flying around?
Point taken.
Okay, so that one I think takes you to the main where King Hugh is in his little town, Utopia. This I think takes you to Zany Do, and this one will take you to the malevolands. I'm going to try this way. Quite cool music. Psychedelic music. There we go.
Hey, we made it! We didn't get lost, or implode, or anything.
Implode? You never said anything about imploding. If you thought a guy might implode, you could at least warn him ahead of time.
It's quite a nice, quick and easy way of getting around. So, let's give her this. And there'll be a specific costume we want as
King would like to redeem his free rental voucher now.
Let's see. The voucher's authorized. Cool. Okay, well, first let me give you his free gift.
You mean his free rental?
No, I mean his free gift. Here you go.
It's a fly suit.
Yeah, it didn't really, work out as a rental. Nobody around here wants to look like a fly, I guess. But I thought, maybe Hugh would like it as a token of appreciation for his business and stuff.
Great! I can't wait to show him.
And don't forget his free rental. Is King Hugh looking for anything in particular?
We'll know it when we see it.
Okay, take whichever one you want.
well. So we want the Harlequin one. Because that is what the Scarecrow is after. I've tried this many a time, and it's always the
Just a sec.
Harlequin costume, that he likes.
Here you go.
We'll go with that
Enjoy,
to him.
okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. So we'll go to the Scarecrow. I'm sure we need to give her something. Maybe she wants popcorn. So let's give him the costume.
I stopped playing dress up months ago.
No, give it to him.
I think
Okay.
we found what you're looking for.
Oh, goody, goody, goody!
Christopher Lloyd's such a good actor.
No, please!
Oh no, no! Look at the Carecrow! This is terrible!
Yeah, after all that effort, our costume is ruined.
Oh my goodness. Right. Oh no, the poor Scarecrow. Right, guys, we're going to leave it there today, I'm afraid. And tune in to find out what happens and if we are able to turn the poor Scarecrow back. So, see you next time, guys. Thank you ever so much. Bye.